Here we are. Let's see what music we can get here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are first, Matthew. How's it going? Heavy, you've been up for like a whole minute. How's everything going, man? Trying to find some music for the night. This is pretty good, but it's quite epic. I don't even know what I'm looking for.
There's an...
Let's see if we can get some stuff going here. Knox.
There's a Nords who have no fear of the witchery of the Reach.
I have a unique opportunity for scholastic research today. It'll keep you warm.
Dun, 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 dun.
Another day, another infernal harrow storm.
Talk about mud crab sliders in chat. Not the mud crab. It's almost as if it's the me crab. That one. Sure. For it. What else do we do here? Defending charge or power. Let's do power. Perfect. Let's see who's all on the Discord. Let me change my stuff to push to talk. these guys yet.
I don't have
Let's see who they are.
or something. Hey, cop is here.
What up?
What up, bro? What you doing, bro?
Oh, just doing research and stuff while I wake up
Oh,
virtually.
you're waking up? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I don't know, I'm bored. These four are doing dungeons and I'm doing nothing but grinding.
What are you grinding on?
Oh, a level 5 character, and I just realized why it's taking me forever to level up. Because I don't have ESO Plus anymore. You get an extra 10%.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, bonus for that. Yeah, I'm just level 5. I gotta get to level 10 so I can get a PvP real quick and get my vigor and whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not really doing anything. I'm also like 200 something, but I get bored playing him sometimes.
Yeah, I just got this guy past 160. I kind of want to level the rest of my guys now.
That's what I'm doing. You know, you or me and you have the same sentiment, sentiment or whatever. Because like I remember getting to 160. I was like, I don't want to grind to 300. But if you grind to 300, you can do all the dungeons on veteran. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
Warren, how you doing?
But
Yeah.
at least,
Veteran.
at least you can get all the gear you want later on.
Right. Well, I figure if I
Alright.
get all of them to 50, then they all give me champion points, right?
Yeah, yes. I mean, even when you're level 5, I have CP points right now. They're across all characters.
Yep.
I had
Are you
this
waiting for some help over here?
Huh?
You're just standing over here in the dungeon.
Deposit.
Oh, no, I was going through my inventory.
What's going on, Chris?
I killed
We
everyone.
must
up to
continue the
this point.
fight.
Did
I
you
don't.
do this, boss?
Is this
No.
Well, Louis-
diamond rockets to the moon? Is that what this is, man?
Let's do it.
How
Let's see
do
what
I
we can-
deposit?
Then after we do this one, we can queue into the next one.
Hey guys,
Welcome back.
Everybody's so loud on this
Hello.
What's
Discord.
up?
I
How's that
checked.
computer feel?
I'm turning everybody down.
No, I'm on the same computer. I was shutting down my stream, to be honest. But I just checked Twitch, and I have officially made $40.01.
Congrats.
Nice.
Congrats.
I know.
I mean, hey, gotta start
Well,
somewhere, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Been following,
I
yeah.
know. It's exciting. It's wild.
Yeah. Just more
You're
money
not
than
allowed to
I'm
Keep your
say it on
belongings
stream
safe.
because apparently it goes against terms of service and it says it promotes alcoholism, quote unquote. But I have
Thanks,
decided
Chris.
that for
Dragon Ball
every
Z is
sub that I
life.
get, I'm gonna take a shot of quote unquote skooma.
There you go.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
Hey.
oh god!
I'm dead.
Yeah.
Why'd you die?
I don't know if I should
Stay
promote
alive.
I
this.
accidentally aggroed a mob.
How am I supposed to deposit? It just says deposit.
Well, that's what you get for accidentally mobbing.
Oh, it's
mosh
down
pitting.
here.
You're the one in the middle of the mosh pit, and the mosh pit killed you.
I kind of want to go through their build and see what's happening with their warden.
Warden. Oh, you haven't played
You
the
mean
Warden?
Jasmine's build? She doesn't have a build.
Oh,
Oh,
that would
Yeah.
explain.
She's
Let me
brand
out
new.
of this fight.
yeah.
Dragon Ball Z
Yeah.
is life.
Well,
Like,
Frick
I don't
ugly.
really know what I'm doing. I'm not. This is really the first video game I've played. I'm not really even a gamer. That's part of the reason I die so frequently. It's not even that I don't have the stuff on the character to do better. It's that I don't know what I'm doing.
Ah,
Yeah.
God,
She's
good.
not familiar with WAS.
We all gotta start somewhere. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I have like 200 CP.
You have a much better idea than I do. I can almost guarantee you.
Yeah, probably because I also played for 5
I don't
years,
know how long I'll stay in this Discord channel.
or 4 out of the 5 years, and I was 900 CP on the PS4. I wish I was 900 again though. That'd be cool.
mm,
Or
I wish I had all my
3,600. Yeah.
I wish Xbox would actually allow you to fucking transport your shit.
Uh,
Oh my
actually,
God,
I heard that you can. It's just you have to give them a very good reason why you
killed
have
a
to
man for
transport.
Just tell him
my
your
good
PlayStation
reason-
caught on fire.
Well, mine was stolen actually.
There you go.
I was going, but I don't know who you submitted to. Like, I never see Game
Well,
Master in this game, bro.
There's gold.
Like, who do you really
Of course.
contact? You know what I mean?
Right.
You have to contact their customer service people, and then if you give them a good enough reason, they'll escalate it.
Okay.
But most of the time, their customer service people, they're like great with like game glitches and issues, but they're terrible with that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just glad I got $1 million gold back for buying something I didn't want.
That's cool.
Yeah, I bought a house.
What, 1 million gold?
Yeah, I had a house that cost $1 million gold, and I hated the way it looked. So I was like, dude, I accidentally brought the wrong house. Can I have my gold back? They're like, yes. So you submitted the ticket, and they gave me my gold back.
I might jump out of this chat.
Yo, feel free to buy me a house with that money. There's a certain little place next to Royal Car that I love.
I don't have
They're
$1 million
okay. It's
gold
just a
now.
lot
That
of
was on
people,
PS4, bro.
Aw.
I
That's
can get $1 million gold in this game though. It's not hard.
Ow, ow, ow,
Player
ow,
auction.
ow, ow, I'm being
Be my
buzzed.
sugar daddy.
Yeah, I'm thinking about buying tempering alloys, drew wax, all that shit in large quantity. But
and
don't
then
tell
just sell
anybody. Yeah, and then sell it and make more money.
Feel free to buy a computer for me for 10k.
Playing or just
Wait.
streaming. Dude, you
I have
know
to,
what?
it's
You can
I am
make
so
money off
out of it,
buying
man.
that?
I
Like,
wish.
how does that work? You
I'm
spend as
glad
much
you
as you
say
sell
something.
for.
I'm glad you say
What?
something. There you go.
No.
I thought it was
Real life money
because
for
they have two different
game
things
stuff.
going up. I gotta get my
Oh.
tablet back up here. Because usually I preview on the
Kinda like
tablet.
what WoW
See, I've been
people
playing
do
for
and
like 10
stuff like
minutes.
that. Hold on a
See,
second.
Chris?
Oh, the
Bam.
little dickhead ran away, so I wasted my
Come
ult.
in.
See? Well, yeah, it's an easy thing to forget because I have to project from one computer to the other. I'm so
Hey,
out of
Jasmine,
it.
move.
You know, people hop in, they don't say
Just
anything.
move around while you
It's like,
attack.
I don't know, and then
Yeah,
they leave.
don't stand still. You just letting him kill you.
You know? Like, just tell me it's messed up. It's all good. Like you did. Thank you. It was messed up. Just tell me.
I feel like control would be easier for Jasmine.
Yeah, if she had one.
Hmm.
She's not a gamer, so.
He
People
was a
don't just
gamer
say,
boy.
you
He
know?
said,
No,
"See
it's
you
not.
later, boy."
I should have noticed. You know, I should have known.
I am a gamer by association. I'm like a gamer in training. I can't even call myself a gamer.
I've been playing games since I was 2 years old.
The conversation got quite tiring. Oh man. Oh man, this one already started. That's crap.
What's up, man?
What's going on? Oh, what's going on? I gotta turn off push to talk. When I die.
It's too funny.
Yeah, that did actually happen to me the other night too. It's honestly what it is because I changed my background, and my background's not as blatantly a desktop. Like it looks more like a loading screen.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were doing. I was just waiting. I'm like, wait.
Yep.
I hear sound, but
Yep.
why is it loading for so long?
You're right. There we go. There we go. Absolutely right, man. No, I don't get why people don't say something usually. Like I've had it where my sound is all messed up, and then like it takes like the 20th person to come in, like, hey, what's up with your sound? And then I fix it right away. And I'm the same thing. I'm like, man, thanks. Glad somebody told me about it. Why does I play this? No, never mind.
Well, I don't know if your other chat is intended, but that's coming through too.
Oh, it was.
so.
It was. But they were getting too
Okay.
chatty, so I was like, okay. I can turn it off towards the stream, but like right now
that's
you're
good.
on, but I can mute you if you want. I can mute you from the stream
Yeah,
if you want.
nah. I figure, you know, it's always entertaining to listen to others talk, but as long as it's intended, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. As long as it's on purpose. You're right. Yeah. Luckily, I use potatoes, so I can just turn off that output. Yeah. How you been? I haven't talked to you in a while, man. Other than trade stuff, whatever.
I mean, that's pretty much all I've been focused on. Haven't really played any games.
There's a lot going on right now, so I don't blame you.
It's yeah, it's pretty active. It's a historic moment, so I'm just trying to be informed.
Yeah. I'm just trying to heal in this thing, and all my teammates are dead before I can even try.
They're probably yelling at you right now. You just don't hear them.
Well, I joined randoms. Oh man, I fell off that damn cliff.
So how is this? I mean,
I actually like it a lot more.
Did you play before, or did you just pick it up this year?
I played it a little bit in the past. I played beta. The beta was okay. And I played it for a bit, but it required a sub. Right now I'm doing the sub because it's not mandatory. So you just get bonuses for subbing. Oh, God damn it. There goes a
Get the ball back!
It's kind of complicated compared to like WoW and stuff. Especially nowadays.
Less complicated than New World, right?
I don't know. New World's just different, but it's not out yet. That's the thing, because like when you messaged me a couple weeks ago, like instead of New World, I was like, man, New World's not out. I can't play New World.
I thought it was, or you know, I totally forgot it was closed beta or open beta.
It was a closed beta, so I pre-purchased it. I still plan on playing it when it comes out. I don't know if I'll live on it, but I still plan on playing it. I just can't right now. Nobody can. This is like a big event for PvP this week, so it's kind of crazy PvP getting stuff.
It's not over yet.
Trying to get out of these stuns, and I'm dead. It's a pretty rough match. I'm just trying to get gassed in.
Had friends who switched over and played this back in the day, but I had never actually sat and watched any gameplay.
Oh man. Well, guess what? I got hours and hours. You can go to fb.gg. I have to wait for these guys to respawn. I will say that the redeeming factors of this game would be graphics for an MMO, right? Because most MMOs don't look very good. This one looks pretty good, especially at 1440. And you're on like a ultra wide, anyways. A big one.
But not anymore.
Oh, you had to return it.
I returned it.
Yeah. Well, if you play it at 4K or 1440, it looks really good. The stream looks okay at 1080, but I'm also dual streaming to YouTube right now too.
Oh, nice.
But so graphically, it's cool. Stories are really cool. There's just so many of them, and like so many things that are considered main stories. And also, you can go to any zone at like any level and just do it. Kind of Guild Wars like, except for Guild Wars, like you can't go to something that's too high for you. This one you can. It'll scale your combat. It's super weird.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, so like I can be a 50. Yeah, I can be a 50 and play with a 10, and it's not like I'm ultra clearing. Like my experience is scaled to my level, my loot is scaled to my level, and for both players. So like if I'm playing with a level 15 and I'm doing a dungeon at like 45 with a level 15, then that level 15 gets level 15 drops. I get level 45 drops. And it's nice, like, so it makes it so if you want to go back and do quests, because there's so many zones and DLCs, if you want to just go questing, it doesn't like hinder.
That is nice.
Yeah, and then you also have the champion point system, which is after 50. It's gonna pop up on the stream. I'm kind of low on it, and they're actually revamping the system like right now. It's supposed to come out in like March, I think, the new version of it. But this is like your post level 50 stuff, your points, and then it also applies to every one of your characters, even before the level 50. And then once those other characters at level 50, they also gain champion points. So it maxes out at like 800 something for the point system. So it's really cool, yeah. Like, so I don't have to do it all again. Yeah, there's a lot of benefit there. I like quite a bit of what they did.
It's essentially like the what is it? That other system from Diablo. What's it called again? When you're max level.
I don't know. There's like heroic system kind of thing. I don't know what they call it.
Paragon levels.
Oh, it's kind of like that. It is kind of like Paragon. Yeah. or Prestige in Call of Duty.
Yeah,
or something.
Prestige.
It's kind of like that, but it goes across your account, so that's really cool.
Okay, that does, yeah, the across account thing does make the replayability
It makes it fine, yeah.
more enticing.
Because I have two characters like in the mid 30s, and so they actually do get the points that I put in now, or they get the point count, so you get to assign the points differently for each character as well, which is really good because like this guy is a magic necromancer, but if I want to make a stamina Templar, then I have to do that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, they need to work on some stuff for sure, like some, I don't know, they got some shit that's kind of dumb, but.
Yeah, I got a couple of friends who got back into Final Fantasy 14, and one of my friends he doesn't care about the story. He just likes power leveling, so he leveled all the characters. But obviously, they don't really have a
You don't need to level all the characters though.
All the classes though. You still trying to unlock all the specials.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's say because Final Fantasy 14, like famously, you don't have to.
Oh my god!
Make multiple characters in that game.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. I think a lot of MMOs are going, at least from what I've seen, making it
yeah, they're going that
general friendly, newbie friendly.
Yeah.
I don't know what you got.
Well, like this character can do all that. Like he can, like pretty much all the classes can be everything. You can make a mage tank. You can make a dragon knight healer. Stuff like that. You can do that. Mage is probably the only one that's kind of worthless as a healer. Like I was healing on my mage, and I kind of found it pointless because the mages don't actually have a healing tree. The only healing stuff you get is from your armor and weapon skills. Because the armor and weapon stuff works like it did in Skyrim. So.
That sounds. Oh man, you just. It's very reminiscent of.
Don't let the gate trouble you. I'll pass through and open
oh
it
my
from the
god.
outside.
This is how long I've been away from games. I can't remember game names anymore.
Games miss you.
No mechanism.
There's a Neverwinter Nights. That's the one.
Which one?
Put in so many hours into that. Neverwinter Nights.
Oh yeah.
And I love that aspect where you could just build different classes and have them like a healing Red Knight or Dragon Knight. Like I just love that type of build system.
Yeah, like I mean, if you're going for, because I'm not the kind of person that's gonna be like top tier rating. Like this guild I'm in raids, but if they have room for me, I can hop in. If not, then okay, right? Because I only have a few hours a night to play, and I have kind of a different schedule than most of them. So I'm not back into the whole raid schedule.
And the enchantment would scoot it along. A curious
if you're not going to min-max and try to get 100% best spec for this and that, then anything can be anything, man.
I like min-max and then much the same.
I put that thing on that wrong bar because I'm not done. Hold on. I need to be out of combat to fix my bar. So, another thing is you can be at 5 guilds at a time. It's actually kind of encouraged. Because, oops, I need to switch that bar. Because, it's by account, not by character. Which is kind of cool. At first I thought it would be like, oh, that's a lot. Like, I'm only in one right now. But, I know the guild chat's blocked by my camera, of course. But, so like, if you swap to an alt, then you're not actually missing out on anything. Or you don't actually have to add your alt. All of your characters are in every guild that you're part of. So that's kind of nice, actually. I've never done this dungeon. Are we playing fucking Zelda over here?
I've actually never really seen that in an MMO.
Neither have I. But if I go too far, it's too strong.
I feel like that you're just opening. You're giving trolls a chance to make the game not fun by adding these puzzles.
Good point. Yeah. Well, this isn't Reddit though. Regular dungeons, you can actually like 2 or 3 man pretty often.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, it's been fun though. It's a nice change of pace. I still play other games, of course, but this one, it's nice that I don't know. I can't really get back into WoW. I don't really give a shit about the story, any of that anymore. It's changed too much.
Yeah, I still get the story from my friend because he only plays it for the story.
Yeah. I don't think WoW is bad now. I think WoW is too different for me to enjoy. That's what I think.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
It's not the same game I played back when I was in high school, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just not the same game. As soon as they got rid of talent points, to me, it was done. I was never going back. I was already gone for so long, and I didn't know that they got rid of talent points. Like, I left during Cataclysm. And then I came back, like, on a trial one day with one of my old accounts. And I was like, oh, cool,
you left.
Hmm?
You left one expansion earlier than when I left.
Yeah? I started at release, like a month or two after release. Oh,
Yeah, they definitely made it, I wouldn't say easier, but it's like you don't have to. Yeah.
Well, I found it out very quickly because I made a druid. I'm like, cool, I like druids. Let's just play a druid on the trial. And I was like, okay, maybe I want to spec this guy. And so I got to the right level, or I think it's like 10 or whatever, so you can start doing your spec. And I was like, wait, what? I was like, I can just be a Moonkin, like right now. I can just be this thing. I'm like, okay, that's dumb. I just immediately was not happy with it.
That makes me wonder what you would work towards then. They're just all item oriented.
Thank you. Which is like Diablo, which is why I can't play Diablo that way.
Yeah.
I have fun playing it once in a while with some friends. You know, story was cool in it, but at the end of the day, with Diablo, I'm just gear hunting, and I don't care.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was definitely something I missed from 2. I couldn't continue playing 3 after just beating the game once. I didn't really care to farm.
Somebody else res this dude, man. I already res him once. He doesn't get out of the red stuff. Get out of the red stuff, problem solved.
It's on Steam too, or?
I'm playing on Steam.
Does it run off its?
Well, it has its own launcher, but you can buy it through Steam.
Gotcha.
I just linked my Steam account with my ZeniMax, as one does. I like having Steam Chat and overlay.
Yeah, it is useful.
Okay. Alright, man, you better be ready. There we go. To build up my ult so I can do a combat res on that guy. You better be freaking ready.
You can't use mana.
I'm using mana. I just combat res was as an ultimate for warlocks or necromancers, whatever. Not for like Templars and mages. For necromancers, which I love it. Another guy died. This is not my fault. Okay, I know I'm the healer and all, but their deaths are not my fault.
It's such a weird thing to hear, like a healing necromancer.
I know. That's what I'm saying. So, and you'll see it on the stream. It's like a little delay. There's a skill tree called Living Death, and that one's all healing stuff. And then, since I'm using a restoration staff, there's restoration abilities and passives. And then, if I'm using light armor, there's obviously Tord spell stuff when you're wearing light armor. So, yeah, you can mix it up like that. But I can still do DPS because I'm expecting other things too. I'm not fully spec DPS. I'm more spec healing right now than I am like spec DPS. Partially
Are
because
you
of my
always
gear.
Yeah, like, have you always been a support character,
glad those
or are you
gates
just doing
didn't
it
keep you
because
long.
of the
Though
gear
from
you
the
got?
sound of it,
Mostly because I mean I like healing in these games. I was gonna do it on my mage until I realized that like the mage doesn't have any. It's actually the only class in the game without a healing tree. So I was like, wait, why would I bother doing that on the mage or sorcerer? I guess they call it here. I was like, why would I bother doing that on the sorcerer when I can do it on the necromancer?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, or a Templar, you know, like a paladin, basically. Templars or paladins or in this game. But that guy's my tank.
Are they also OP, like with bubbles and everything?
No, they're mostly. I don't know. I don't really have much experience with it because my highest Templar is like 35, but you can make him crazy damage. I mean, when I made this character, I leveled him as a melee character, this necromancer, as a stamina, leather, and heavy armor wearing, two-hand and sword and board wielding necromancer.
What the heck?
And it was awesome. But in dungeons it sucks. It's a PvP build I leveled him with. But it was cool because I had a lot of survivability with the necromancer abilities attached to it, and I had a lot of, you know, like burst damage. So yeah, man, that's kind of what I like about the builds in this game. Like I made the Necro and was starting him off as magic, and some guy in like stream chat one night was like, "Yeah, man, Necromancer's awesome. You should go stamina." I was like, "Why the hell would I go stamina? Stamina's for melee." I was like, "Yeah, it's the best." And I did it for like the next 48 levels, and it was cool.
Is there no respecting though? Oh,
yeah,
you can't.
Respect, yeah.
Okay.
You just gotta spend gold. That was a problem I had with Neverwinter Nights, man. You could respect, but I had to spend like real gold, like real money.
Yeah. Unless you play it on like private server.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. That's cool.
Yeah. You remember GameSpy?
Yeah.
Yeah, like when that was so popular, that's where a lot of the custom and private hosted Neverwinter Nights servers were on.
That's cool. Neverwinter Nights was fun. I played like the beta for one of them. I don't know if it's. I think it was the same one. It's like I don't know.
Oh no! So this is like the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the
not the
later
newest.
I like the
not the
newest
newest MMO one.
I like the newest one. That's what I was talking about. Yes.
Gotcha. I've never played that one.
I didn't play the WoW was my first MMO.
Oh, okay. So you got spoiled then.
Yeah. Well, I was playing in Cal for Data Fee at the time, thank you much. I had shit to do. I was like 14 playing in the league.
Your sacrifice.
Busy Data Fee teenager. Yeah, the biggest thing for Necromancer is survivability, though. I've noticed. Like, there's some solo trial dungeons you can do, where like they just send waves and waves for each room at you. And one of the guys I play with, he plays a warden, which is kind of like a hunter. He does a lot more damage than my spec, but he dies like 5 different times in each one. And I usually don't die at all. It just takes a little bit longer to get there. But I'm like sitting at 75 to 80% health or higher the whole time. And I'm like, you said these were hard, you know? It's like, I'm just healing myself while I kill these guys.
Yeah, because you had a cheese build.
That's this one right now. It's my heal build. No, it's just there's so many heal over times.
So it's almost like akin to a druid then.
It has some of it, yeah. Except I need corpses for my stuff to work. So I have to kill things and use some of my abilities, and they have to die so that I can siphon off of them to do stuff. Yeah. Pretty much all the heals in this game are over time, though, I noticed. There's no, like, real direct healing.
Oh, make it too easy?
I don't know. You can't, like, tab target either, so.
Oh, that sucks.
It's nice. You have to aim your cursor over them. Your crosshair.
But what if it gets too crowded on screen?
Then keep closer. I don't know, they're built pretty well. Because you will, even when you are doing that, you're not really single targeting a lot of stuff. Except for your weapon. Yeah, it's just different, man. So do you have any time to play any games at all?
With the recent, what is it? Teamfight Tactics, they updated. I put a little bit of that with
Charles
my
loves that game.
roommates.
You
It's
like that?
easy because it's like chess, right? You just pick a few things and watch them fight, and the game's done. There's no need to keep track of characters. No need to continue where you left off. It's a new game every time.
There should be an etiquette. This one is tired of belly break,
It's
only
cool.
to be the
It's
last
round
to
based,
feed.
right?
Yep.
Match based.
And then me and like a couple other friends, we played like Rust for a weekend. And then we realized that they were going to wipe, so we didn't do anything until the wipe happened. But after wipe happened, just haven't picked it up again.
I have a hard time getting in those survivability games, or survival games like that. The one I played the most was Ark.
It's definitely not a solo game. Like if I were to go and play by myself or gather things by myself, yeah, not for me either. But when you're playing with friends, then it is fun because you get to do things together, troll together, survive together. You know.
I think Minecraft is more my pace for survival games.
Mhm.
Which is still one of the hardest survival games out there. Let's not beat around the bush here.
I've had enough of wading through your
I've never played a regular one.
Really?
Yeah.
Like a regular survival game?
Nope. I watched my nephew play. He loves Minecraft.
It's actually hard.
Dragon
and I
lies
hate to
beneath
admit
that
that
temple.
sometimes.
I can smell its
It's
blood in
actually
the air.
fucking hard.
Push through.
It was all of a sudden just like you're just doing shit, and then a creeper just bam blows up all your defenses that you built, and then
Out of my
you're
way,
like half health, and
I have more pressing
oh,
concerns
it's
than ending.
terrible. And you're low on food, and while you're grabbing the food, you're just like getting attacked by spiders, and then oh shit, there's a wolf. And
My pets.
it's like it's all child friendly the way they do it, but it can be pretty nuts. And then the high end stuff in that game, like the top gear and like special items, and technically beat the game to do ender dragons and stuff like that. It's actually pretty difficult. It's so nuts how hard that game actually is. I think the graphics and stuff make it look like, dude, whatever. It's a kid's game. Like, no, this is actually pretty tough. My brother gets really big into Redstone when he plays that, because it's like just like mini programming inside of it.
That's what I kind of enjoy too. Like I'm looking for that mix of hybrid games where it's survival but building at the same time, and also short term.
Ark was kind of like that. I don't know about the time span.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
dinosaurs.
did play Ark for a while. Yeah, that was cool. But you know, once you build your base and everything, there weren't any type of
perils.
like there's no danger, you know?
Yeah. Only danger's when you left.
Right.
And then if you had a giant flying dinosaur,
Such a menacing.
it wasn't that big of a danger, because if you saw shit, like, yeah, I know what you mean, because my brother and I would play that for a bit, and he played a lot more than I did. And he would build a base, and then like you get this cool mining spot, and then he'd fence it off, and you'd fly between the two spots, and you're like, okay, that's really cool, but like, I don't really feel like I'm being threatened here, because I'm just flying between safe zones.
Had they added like a tower defense type mode, then I think that would have been cool. Definitely my jam.
Certainly something to like, screw you over. That's what a lot of the mobs in games like Minecraft are. They're just kind of big middle fingers. Like a creeper is a middle finger mob.
It makes your build worth it though. Like,
yeah,
you know,
but it's just like
you're
it's
not
a
just
character.
building just to build.
Yeah, but it's a character that's like, hey, dude, that's really cool. Good job making that. I'm just gonna blow up your wall now because I'm made of dynamite. I'm just like, fuck. But you can counteract creepers with cats. So, you know. But then you gotta deal with cats all the damn time, and nobody wants to deal with that. It's a whole thing.
That.
It's a whole thing, man. That game, I'm not kidding. Go play Minecraft for real. Like, what? Just take a weekend. With you and some people. I have the Windows version. I don't have the Java version. Because I think Java's disgusting. I don't want to touch it. In general. So.
That's funny.
But I know the Java version of Minecraft has more mods. Take a weekend and just say, I'm just gonna play Minecraft. Can somebody get these fucking ads, man? Ugh. I have all the aggro from the ads because I'm healing.
Or also the tank.
Well, if these guys don't do enough damage to burn down the boss. I'm glad I'm not doing a veteran version this one. I'm just doing a random, just for a daily. If I was doing the veteran version, it would be so screwed with these guys.
They're also higher than veteran.
Well, for regular dungeons, veterans as high as it goes, but then they have the trials, which are basically the raids. I think they're usually 12 mans. Because the group
So
is
very
usually...
similar to the newer WoW, I guess.
Yeah, not classic WoW. Yeah, there's not a giant emphasis on raiding in this game. The World PvP stuff is really good. They got a zone called Cedradilla, if you ever played Oblivion.
Only the single player one.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh.
It's that zone. So that's where the World PvP is. You go there and you go to Imperial City. And you capture bases and shit like that. It's like a giant, you know, it's a 24-hour conquest mode. Where like you have to capture each other's bases by faction and stuff like that.
So is this pretty close? I mean, does it tie all the games pretty close together?
Well,
like Skyrim and all that stuff.
It ties the continent well together, but this is in the past. This is like 800 years before the Elder Scrolls games
I see.
that we all whatever. So the next one they're opening is going to be in June. The next expansion deal, the DLC expansion, it's called Blackwoods. So it's going to be it's supposed to be able to open the gates of Oblivion and shit like that. So it's pretty awesome. But yeah, there's a lot of characters from Oblivion in it, like the demons and shit like that.
I didn't play Oblivion that much. I played the one after that. No, it wasn't Skyrim. It was before Skyrim. The one in between.
What in between was that?
Shoot, what was it called?
The Skyrim is 5 and Oblivion is 4. Before that was Morrowind.
Oh, that's the one I played. Never mind.
Yeah, that was 3.
Before, even before Oblivion.
Yeah, that's well, I have that expansion. Morrowind's in here. What is it? That's number 3. That was only on the Xbox. That was before 360.
So long ago, I don't even know.
Yeah, that was regular.
I played it for the
Xbox.
PC. Yeah, I had it for PC.
Yeah, you can get it on Steam now too. Which is so awesome. I thought about it because the first time I ever saw an Elder Scrolls game was Morrowind, and it was at a friend's house. But I didn't have an Xbox. I had a PS2. So, you know.
Same here.
I was like, oh, this game looks cool. It looks like you run around a lot. And I was like, all right, well.
That was part of the gameplay, you know? Yeah. You run around, at least you level up, you're running. They took that away.
They did, yeah.
I still remember in Morrowind, the one scene that got me was you meeting a guy in the middle road. Or you didn't meet him, you just traveled down the middle road and a guy falls in front of you. And when you inspect him, he had like super high acrobatic skills.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so the joke was that he had too high of a level of acrobatics. That's why he jumped to his own death.
Sort of like the Skyrim. I used to be an adventurer like you. So I took an arrow to the knee. Skyrim's one that I would totally play again because I don't even know if I ever finished the main story on it.
I have not either.
I keep getting distracted every time I play it.
Yeah, I feel like those
I've
games
beaten the
just
main
gotta
story in
go
this
through the
either.
main first and then come back and do it.
I have not beaten the. I've done more DLC sprinkled, in stories in this game than I have the main story. It's just there's just so much. So for me, I'm just doing that. But it's cool though. I like it because there's a lot of opportunity to say, I'm just gonna take a night. I'm just gonna quest. Even though you're super duper max level, you could be ultra raid gear and shit. Be like, man, I haven't done those quests yet. I'm gonna go do those. And it's not like, I mean, you'll obviously kill them quickly, but it's not gonna be like Diablo, where you just like sneeze at a dungeon and everybody's dead.
I'd rather die with blade in hand and go back to that.
Some parts of that is fun, just not the whole instant.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, like
you can't carry in this game, not like a full carry.
I didn't need your help.
Oh yeah, because you scale down.
Yeah.
His allies are.
The way they scale shit, you just it's not happening.
Yeah, I did Path of Exiles for a while. That was my Diablo 2 fix.
I tried, man. Actually, I'm kind of too much of a casual to play that game, I think. I still have it. I have it installed because one day I want to play it again. But I am a... Oh my god, I got murked.
Yeah, the nice thing is the seasons go by so quickly that you can always try the same items for builds, but your builds will never be the same.
Oh, that's cool. Can this guy actually revive me, or should we just wipe? I'm down with wiping. I'm okay with that.
Use your soul stone. Come on, you're a necromancer.
You can't. I'm not a warlock. I'm a necromancer.
How can you kill something that's already dead?
There we go. There you go. I just used the soul stone. But I had to wait till we wipe. Yeah, everybody kind of stood in the good stuff. I guess me included. They said kill mage first, and like nobody has enough DPS to do the job. But I can't help with DPS because these guys don't. They die too quick.
I will bury you with him. Be honored.
That's life, I guess.
Done!
Alright, so we separated them.
This is the true way.
Roll die! So!
So is everything targeted via crosshair?
Well, I mean, like most of my heals are. Yeah, I don't know. Sure. Yes. I don't know. I haven't played a bow yet. I haven't played a bow yet. I don't think the bow is. I think it's
hard. Yeah.
Well, that's what Terra was like, and
We are not so easily divided.
I don't think it is. I think the crosshair is just to orient your target. If that makes sense. There's some mods to like basically enable tab targeting, but I don't know. I have enough mods already. Like the mini map's a goddamn mod. Oh, and I'm dead. I'm spamming my ult, and I still die. Well, like I tried to heal the wrong guy. I don't know what this stupid split thing is that they're doing, but it's not working.
Usually those require 2 tanks, right? Or 1 tank and 1 sub-tank.
Yep. Or some kind of communication, because nobody's saying a damn thing. I don't know what's going on, but they don't do nearly enough DPS to burn any of these things down.
Then your dog to attack.
My dog's a companion. He's a good boy, though. Look at him.
The Devourer will claim
Doesn't
the
want anything to do
dragon's
with this.
power and drive them from our lands.
I looked the other day and I was like, I have a lot of companions. I had no idea. I guess I just unlocked them all. A bunch of them. I had no clue.
You know, some people like they like that. Like my friend, as part of his what do you call it? Achievement is to collect all the mounts.
There's a lot of people like
and
that.
pets in WoW. Yeah.
You know, if there's one I like, I'll try to get it. But if it's like an extreme amount of work, it's
Gun!
Oops, I wasted that all. Early.
Our blood flows as one.
Gun! Who's Roda?
Just want to get this stupid one over with. I'm gonna die again.
We are
I have all the
not so
aggro because I'm
easily
doing all the
divided.
healing.
So
Tanking in this game is kind of weird. Like, it's not like you're gonna be the ultimate tank and grab everybody with one click like in most of these
I
games.
was already planning on it.
I like to tank generally, but... Ooh, that was close.
Who's Roda?
This makes me miss and kind of want to play these type of games, but I know I won't be able to keep it up.
This one, I'm telling you, man, is not one you need a commitment for, I think. And well, it's free to play, so well, I think you have to buy to play, but that's the benefit of there, I think, is that like you can just say, oh, I'll pay the 10 or 15 bucks, whatever it is, to install it, but not pay the sub, you know, because the sub is what gives you like bonuses for leveling and whatever else. But, one DPS down.
Elder Scrolls.
Who's Roda? Gun!
Well, if it's already in my library, does that mean I've already had it or bought it?
No idea, dude.
Weakness
You might have an
defines.
account for it already, just like without expansions and stuff, you know?
It probably came through a Humble Bundle or something.
It could have. You know, it's free on Xbox Game Pass, but it's only for Xbox, and it's sadly not cross-platform. I really wish.
Yeah,
it
because
was.
I don't know how else it would have shown up in my
Maybe you played on a free
Steam
weekend.
library.
There were free weekends.
Huh.
I don't know. Since it doesn't have a sub, that helps a lot, I think. You know, I said right now I'm paying for it, but it's month to month, and if you cancel your sub, you just lose your bonuses. So, you know, like it doesn't lock you out of the game like WoW.
Right.
Or Final Fantasy.
Oh,
Final
man.
Fantasy I
I
liked a
don't-
lot, but I couldn't keep up with it.
Yeah, I can't even remember how much I spent on WoW.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
So
I'm playing this most nights though.
Gun!
I don't think we're actually gonna get it. I think the chick is dead. Is the chick? No, the chick's not dead. It's not anywhere out of the weeds yet.
Brown in blood.
Who's Roda?
I'm just reading over the reviews right now.
Yeah.
Gun!
This guy's like, yeah, I used to play WoW, but I like this better than WoW because in WoW, when I hit max level, I lose interest.
Yeah.
But this one
Our blood flows
apparently
as
is different.
one.
Oh my god. I'm low on stam and everything. Come on.
So
Dude, really, this is just a DPS problem. Like, not even a tanking problem. Because they spawn so many ads that you just can't keep up. I can't res that guy. Not through conventional means.
Sanguine spirit.
There's
Take
no way I gotta get
form
over there and
feast.
let the people live.
You can't switch mid-fight, right?
Switch what, my specs? Well, not specs, but I have
Yeah.
2 bars. I have 2 ultimates. There we go.
Okay.
So But I'm only gaining points on the bar that I'm using, ultimate points. If that makes sense. So.
Yep.
Yeah, everything changes at 10. At level 10, you can do dungeons and you level super quick. And oh my god, that just got 3 of us at a time. Jesus, that tank has to finish it. I'm so close, dude. It's
in ESO. There's just no end to high quality, engaging quests. Huh.
I don't write reviews generally, but you're much more of an RPG guy than I am, so that's up to you to decide on that.
I am. Oh, well, I grew up on RPGs, and back then they were all solo.
That's true. Dude, don't res me. Just finish just DPS the boss tank. She has, what is this? 2%. She only has 20,000 health. Oh my god. She's only had 20,000 health forever, and he's just sitting there trying to res people and shit. We all got killed in one hit, like me and 2 other people. So, oh, this is so goddamn lame. These DPS are so fucking weak. So weak. And they're not focusing down. Like, oh my god. So bad.
Simple ones.
Well, like the one
dragons
thing
you
that the
should be
tank,
fighting.
somebody said, I don't know if it was the tank, said before the boss fight started, said, kill the mage first. And somehow the other guy died first. It's like, dude, just kill the fucking mage. Can't we just burn the mage?
Oh, all the NPCs are animated with voice dialogue.
Yeah, all of them.
That's impressive.
Yes, all of them. Sometimes to the point where it's annoying. You're like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. But yeah, they all have voice.
That was the one thing that impressed me with Black Desert.
Yeah, I actually didn't really enjoy Black Desert, but I really liked, graphically and all that kind of stuff. It was just a little.
It was pretty.
It was a little too Asian grindy for me, though. It was different. It was different.
What'd you expect, man? Korean games, come on.
I know. I liked Terra too, and that was super Asian grindy. So I don't know. That's fine. It's not.
Yeah, it was fun for me for a bit just to get up there to that levels to try. Like what I liked about it is you didn't always have to fight.
Sure.
You can gain experience doing other things like trading and fishing and all that crap. But then at some point it's like I felt like I was doing work or like things that would have been more useful had I just did the exact same thing but in real life. You know?
Oh, like why wouldn't I just go and do this in my actual life and get real work?
Yeah. Like, why would I want to be a market or bank mogul in this game when I could try to be a bank mogul in real life?
Real life, yes. Why would? Hey man, that's what I say. I got a friend who, plays. He likes to play Farming Simulator. And that's
funny
fine.
because
Go ahead.
my brother do that too.
Yeah. Well, at the time, it was Charles. It was actually Charles who used to play it. And at the time, he was living in Wisconsin. I'm like, dude, just go like 2 miles down the road and ask a guy if he needs help. Like, go actually farming simulate. What's wrong with it? He's like, shut up.
Oh,
Like, that's all you gotta do. Wisconsin. How hard is it to find a farm?
You know, I'm not going to. I wouldn't tease them too much either because I've been. I've played a lot of those games too. Like, yeah, I was a big fan of Horseman. Even though it wasn't exactly a simulator, but
No, I know. That game is work. Yeah. I never got it. I saw videos on it. My friends were like, "This thing's really cool. Let me see it." Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you have a good one. Sometimes you just know when it's not for you. It's okay.
I'm gonna try, because I'm curious. I just want to download this to see if I can even play.
Yeah.
I don't remember buying it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, you might not actually have it, like, I don't know. I had an account
Holy
for it.
crap.
What?
95 gigs.
I think you download all the DLCs. I'm pretty sure you do. Even if you don't have them. It's one of those. I'm pretty sure you do. Now, one cool thing though, if you do get into it, is if you do the subscription, you do get access to all the DLC maps and dungeons. Instead of having to buy the DLC separate. You don't get like the rewards that you would get when you bought the DLC, but you do get access to all the dungeons and shit. So that is kind of cool.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Otherwise you're in that situation where like, yeah, well, I'd love to run that dungeon with you guys, but I didn't buy that DLC. Oh, god damn it. One DPS.
That is almost exactly like Neverwinter Nights, the old ones. It's like everyone else can build their class using the expansion class, and they can party with you. You just can't do anything with them.
Right. This is getting old, man. These guys. Okay, like, look, I'm not sitting here trying to blame somebody, but this is. It's like the third or fourth wipe. It's a normal dungeon. Like, it's a hard one. It's a difficult dungeon. Granted. My video interrupted. Look at my bandwidth just like dropped to the floor.
Yep. You're letting Facebook.
What the fuck?
I bet you Windows Update just started.
No. This is a Cox thing, man. This is definitely Cox. This is like a Cox.
Only cowards fear power.
This happens when you live stream.
Hey, you know the Starlink beta is available.
Yeah, can you give me
try them?
30 up consistent?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think so. Not for a while yet. But no, like now it's kind of back, but it just like pooped itself, and now it seems to be back. Like
Your voice is coming in still pretty clear.
Okay. Well, okay, man. Like.
Simple ones. It's the dragons you should be fighting.
I can't heal these dudes through all this shit and help them DPS. Is kind of the issue. They die too quick. It's not their fault they die.
Get a
too
better
quick.
thing.
No, it's not. I don't know, man. I just need more damage. Like, they need to stop looking at anything other than this mage character if they want to burn down.
That much.
Look, I'm just gonna DPS her with you guys for just a little bit. And oh, look at that, everything heals again. Just one here as a healer.
Looks like I'll be downloading this, or it'll be done in 2 hours.
That's not bad. So another night, if you have it already. Yeah.
Well, I won't be sleeping time soon, so.
Come forth, blood demon.
Is your bedtime still midnight?
Pretty much, yeah. Dude, otherwise I just regret it. Yeah, I say it every time, man. It's just because the kids don't give a shit what time I go to bed.
Our blood flows
Yep.
as one.
I know what you mean.
Okay, she's over there now.
Vengeance for her brood.
I think your videos
It should be back now.
back.
I mean, at least you might have to refresh. But according to my preview, it's back this fine.
Okay, yeah, I did.
Sometimes refresh on Facebook. Dude, I can't do this shit.
Oh, dude, your following grew. I just noticed.
What?
your amount of followers grew since the last time I was watching.
Yeah, I've been
That's so
working.
cool.
Just about to 300. Dude, these guys. Okay. There's range limits to my abilities. They're splitting them across the entire room.
Is there voice chat? You should start yelling at them.
There isn't, thankfully.
Like, what are you idiots doing?
What the fuck is wrong with you guys? You're breaking my damn gear, wasting all my time.
Your one of your window corner is sticking out on top of the game.
Is it? Let's see here. Oh, you're right. That's so funny. Check it. That's so funny. It's because it's on monitor 3.
Looks like you're gonna need another monitor.
It's a virtual monitor 3. It's the capture card. It's a monitor 3.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. It's only there because I have watching the YouTube stream as well. Make sure it's working right.
Yeah, I know what you're using. I got me one of those physical, like, HDMI loopback things. Plug into my card just so that I can have a virtual one too, virtual desktop.
Nice. Yeah, I'm using an AverMedia pass-through one. I wish really well though. A lot better than my Elgato did. I'm telling these guys, like, dude, I'm not gonna keep doing this shit all night. I got so much other stuff I can do in this game. This isn't even a veteran one, so like, I'm not even gonna get the gear that I want out of it. I just wanted to do a quick, normal daily dungeon for the rewards, not whatever this is.
Only cowards fear power. Grunwolf understands this.
Gun!
What they're doing is bugging. What I'm getting at is that they're forcing me to play in the middle of the room. But if I play in the middle of the room, nobody can grab ads off me.
Gun!
So then I end up having to run anyways. It's quite counterproductive. I guess.
Our blood flows as one.
Moose will die! Gun!
Oh man. More and more people are talking about DeFi now.
About what?
I think decentralized finance.
Oh. What's the overarching thing on that? Like,
Well, there's a lot of exchanges right now.
Yeah.
And there really hasn't been a de facto, like, this is what you're going to be using on. Yeah. So I'd be curious. It's going to come out king. And plus, in the US is still kind of different. I mean, we haven't fully embraced it, so all the exchanges that are good are not usable in the US.
Yeah. I'm not doing this, guys. I'm ditching them.
Surprised you didn't do it after the third death.
Well, if you watch this death, I guess you can't see the chat in there. It's like, so I'll take the timer, or whatever, before I can queue another one. I don't care. I told them, I said range is an actual thing in this game. So I was standing there healing, and they kept moving, which because it's not their fault that they keep moving, because the mage boss in that one teleports all the way across the room, right? So you're supposed to pull the other group towards them, and anyways, like they were getting low, so I used one of my healing ults, and it only hit 2 of them, because the other guy was on the other side of the room. Like, no, guys, this isn't working. Like, you have to be together, at least within 30 fucking meters. Like, this is really far away that these guys are.
It's your fault. Feel
It's
better.
probably my fault. Yeah. Well, that's why I said sorry. I told him you got to find another. Go for it. If it is my fault, sorry. Go ahead and find a better healer. You know. Whatever. Don't fucking care. At the end of the day, I just legit don't have time to do all that.
Jet's shower still.
Oh man, one of my old coworkers trying to get me back into Dogecoin. I'm like, dude, why aren't you out of that yet? Why are you still in it?
He wants you in it so the price can go back up so we can get out of it.
Right.
That's how I feel about that's how I
It's
feel about
true.
my Ethereum coin I have left. My Ethereum Classic. I've been negative on that shit for months.
Oh man, now you got me curious.
Mine's been down for months, dude. Months. I should have just dumped it that day. It's been down since the crash on that shit in March or whatever. It's never recovered enough to where I can feel like okay with dumping it.
It's trying to right now, but it's probably gonna be another couple months.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Depending on how this whole GameStop stuff dealio shakes out, so maybe 10 more days or so, that might be the springboard for crypto.
Why?
So we shall see. People are gonna be scared, and then they're gonna lose trust in the dollar or the markets, and they're probably gonna try to put their money in other things such as commodities or crypto. Because right now, crypto and commodities are pretty much like the alternatives.
I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, huh?
Yeah, it looks like the latest, the highest in the last couple months was $15. Is that when you got it?
It was the last one I got was at like 12 something. Yeah, because it was jumping up and down quite a bit, and I was basically just like buying some Monday and selling it Tuesday night because it would jump up enough to make like $20, you know, if I put some in. Like what we're talking about, oh, profit's profit, you know, just like a little bit. That's actually when I first started though. Like I just started to do it. I'm really new into the market. I was doing it a bit in Iraq. Then when I came back, I stopped, and then like for like the next 8 or so years, I didn't touch it at all. And I really just did it this like February. I think it's when I started, January, February of last year. So,
Good time to come back in. Right now, last year was really good. This year, there's some trouble, but it's still good.
My bad.
But we're definitely gonna see more crypto stuff. So I'm trying to add in more alerts for crypto as well. So if you have any alternatives that you want to get into outside of Classic,
I just want money.
you could. Right? That's why I'm adding all of them. Like, I don't care what crypto, which altcoin it is, whatever. It's gotta go up.
I have no connection, ties, affiliations with any of it. They don't owe me shit. I don't know them shit. That's how I look at it. But yeah, whatever gonna excuse me, make me not have to go to work. That'd be awesome. That's what I'm going for, man. Yeah, let's see. Ethereum Classic's back at 761, so I'm still negative 130. I'm not crazy negative. Like that's only out $100 or 130 bucks, right? That's not terrible.
I was still trying to get out of 2 right now that was down for a long time. I managed to get out of 1 today because it was climbing, and I have no idea why it's climbing, but I'll take it, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't give a shit. Just give me the money. Yeah, I got my hopes up a couple weeks ago because it climbed up. Let's see, where was it? It was climbing up in the 8s. And I was like, oh, maybe now. Maybe now. Yeah, it was in early January. I was like, ooh, 890, 930. Yeah, maybe we can finally make our money back. And then it just, that's 730. Come on, guys. Like, it's not big. And that's also why I don't really mind just leaving it there for now. If nothing else, it's just holding some money. What do I have in there? Well, equity-wise, it's like 350 bucks.
Sometimes it might be worth it. Like, if you just held it in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I'd rather have it held in something that has dividends, though. But what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
That's life. Oh well.
Oh, Bitcoin is still going down, so.
My destination. I don't know where they're at.
Ooh. Oh, what do you use to trade your crypto?
It's been Robinhood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you're only limited to like 6 of them.
Yeah. Well, I have Coinbase as well. That's where my mining went, but I barely mined it all.
I'm actually trying to find another platform that is allowed in the US, but also allows you to trade crypto.
Okay, they're way over there.
Oop. Found a good one right now.
But I'm, the Weeble thing I looked at, I set it up to open one just to start, like, transitioning stuff over, and it said, like, 2 days before your account could actually be made. So I'm like, oh, well, it's the weekend anyways. I'm not really that worried about it, because I think that was, like, your roommate that was mentioning it, or was talking about it in the chat. On your Discord.
Oh, that was...
one of your friends. It wasn't you. But...
yeah, that was my friend.
Either way, it was good advice. It's like, hey, if you do it, then stuff's frozen for a while and all that. So, it's good advice. Yeah, I don't want things to be frozen. I'll just wait till some things have, like, oh, that's in the green, and I don't mind taking it out. Okay, there you go. Like, right? That's kind of the right way to do it. I don't need.
I don't know if this is gonna be. I'm not gonna say anything. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. I don't know how to feel about that.
It's nothing bad. It's just, it's a funny situation, but I don't want to say anything. Okay. At least not over stream.
Sure. No, I got you.
Covenant
not that anybody's
provides
really
only
here
the
but
very
you,
best
but they are archived, so start buying some of my set pieces here. Let's see. Let's try this one out. Where is it? These are Magica ones. Magica, where you at? Crit, physical bleed, crit. Stamina. Maximum stamina. Shadow Walker sounds similar, but that was probably... oh, that's the Nightblade one. Shield of Valiant. Dude, this... so, the set pieces in Cedradille being the big PvP place, they Like you can buy
Take a few
siege
minutes to
weapons and stuff, right? So you can attack buildings and everything else, and castles and keeps. But one of
doing that.
Huh? That's awesome. That's,
well, you got to give me context. Like, why would you attack buildings?
Because, are you watching right now or no?
Yeah.
Okay, we got this guy shot. I'll pull the map. It'll take a second to get on stream, but you'll see this is what we're dealing with here. Yeah. So, they're in a delve. That's awesome. So yeah, this is that constantly running keeps, where it's a 24/7 PvP battleground. But the other thing you can buy is like PvP gear, obviously. It just also works in PvE, but PvP specific gear. I want to travel to the keep. I don't know what the teleport is in this town. But one of the
almost similar to Guild Wars PvP.
Yes, it's very similar in a good way. But the downside is that, hey, you know, you want to buy your specialized PvP gear. You better hope your faction has that city, because they're different per city. So like I was just looking there at the quartermaster for this city, and for my build, it seems like they all suck. You know, I mean, let's not be fake about it. It'll all be better than what I have right now. But you know, I'd like to get a nice Magicka set, and you know, it doesn't have to all be light gear. It can be heavy or medium as well, and whatever. But yeah, all the stuff is like for two-handers and max health, and which I know max health is important, but all the bonuses were like stamina, this and that.
Probably needs coordination with big guilds, right? I'm assuming.
A little bit.
To start doing those takeovers.
Yeah. So when you look at the map, you can see like who holds what. Right now, I want stuff. I think from this town at the bottom, way southwest. I think that's the town I really want, and they're fighting over there. So maybe they'll take it before I log out. It depends on what time you get in, you know. Okay, but that's Bruma. I need to find a teleport out of here, unless they're just gonna go there. They're doing a delve. It doesn't let me teleport to them while they're in a delve, I think. Yeah, delves are like just mini dungeons all across the world, just like in Skyrim, where you're like, oh, that's a cave. I'm gonna go do this mini instance. Yeah.
I see.
They're all over the game, and they're even in the PvP zones. So maybe I'll just try to head straight east and see what I get. Since I didn't teleport, I should have teleported to them when I had the chance, but I really just wanted to check out the gear. I just hit champion point 160, and that's kind of that's the biggest goal to really have, because that's the highest. Currently, that's the highest gear score is champion point 160. Everything else is just stat based and stuff like that. So once you're 160, then you can spend all the points and your money and your crafting, and it'll all be top level gear. Now you can always, of course, do improvements like make it from a blue to a purple to a yellow or whatever. But yeah, you want to get to 160 before you really give a crap about your sets and stuff like that. You know?
That makes sense. I feel like that's like very, I want to say MMO, but like Diablo types.
A little bit, yeah. This is a scroll over. Like I have some 160 stuff. Not all of it is. But the coolest thing in this game, as far as that goes, is that if you get a lower level version of it, you can salvage it. It goes into your collection, and you can transmute a new one. You can reconstruct it with transmute geodes at a different level, and you can add your own enchantments to it and stuff. So you can actually change.
So it's not all for naught if you spent a lot of time and effort to collect. It's not just useless right away.
Right, actually the best thing to do is collect everything.
Yeah, that was
because it just, you salvage it, you equip it, or whatever. It's.
I can't remember, or if I ever told you that I did play MapleStory 2. Did you know that? Did I tell you? I don't know.
Sure.
my roommates and I, my friends and I, we played MapleStory 2 for a while, and that was initially fun, but as you got towards endgame, it sucked in the fact that whatever gear you got would immediately become useless after the next dungeon was available. So there was like no point in trying to grind or get gear or anything.
Well,
yeah.
In this, you can like just reconstruct that same gear if you really like the set, or you can just save it for outfit. That's also a thing you can do. So that's kind of.
Oh, you mean sort of like transmog?
Yeah, you can transmog it, or you can just remake it, like just reconstruct it with. You don't have to be a crafter to reconstruct it. You just need transmute geodes, which you get from like dailies and shit. And the more pieces of that set that you've collected, the cheaper it is to transmog or reconstruct or whatever. It's just a nice little bonus to it. So what you'll find a lot in what people will do in these is they'll say like, oh, I'm looking for this piece, and if somebody else hasn't already collected it, then they'll just give it to you. Yeah, if it's already in your collection, then they'll just give it away. Nobody cares.
Nice of them.
Yeah.
So it's not really. There's no. What's. Well, I'm trying to look for. There's nothing like a soulbound.
No, there is.
Type.
Yeah, but
thing.
you can do it if you do it in the dungeon before you equip it. Then it's not bound to you. So everybody gets their own gear.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, everybody gets their own gear, and then you can trade it within the group and say, "Oh no, can I get that?" But the thing that's cool about the everybody getting their own gear is that
From the side.
Is that you if somebody's like, "No, fuck you, I really need that." First of all, without mods, you can't see whatever you got, and then second of all, you have no obligation. It's not like rolling and stuff like that. Like a boss doesn't just drop one piece of gear, it drops 4 pieces of gear in a regular dungeon. Even if a person just gets one. It might be different for every person. So,
Let's see.
Yeah, you don't actually have an obligation to give up gear like that. Or, why the hell did you roll on that? You don't need that kind of shit. You know, none of that exists in the regular stuff. It might in the raids. I haven't done the raids.
Like
but...
hunters. Hunters rolling on everything.
Hey, they need to.
Move to flank.
Look, man, it's not my fault that leather does more DPS than mail, okay? Get out of here.
So you're one of those guys.
Well, in vanilla,
Bastard.
you had to be. You had to be in vanilla. It sucked. I didn't like doing it, but in vanilla, well, you had to be.
See, I started as a rogue, so yeah. I hated you.
Yeah. But it's not wrong. I did more DPS. So, I need the gear.
Which is also true.
I didn't say it was a more versatile class, but when it came to raids, I did more DPS, so I need the gear. Yeah. I remember those days, though. Especially, everybody used to get pissed at me because I had the those 2 swords from upper and lower.
Yep, I know. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I had those swords before I started raiding. Like before I started seriously raiding, people used to think I was a rogue all the time because I had those swords and I had leather pauldrons. I had the leather shoulders that the rogues always wanted.
Elred and something else.
Yeah.
That was one of the sword names. Yeah.
Hey, the set, dude. It was like a crit increase. Look, blame Blizzard for making rogues and hunters the exact same class, stat-wise. They really did. It's their fucking fault.
Well, that was vanilla. They finally changed it a bit afterwards.
Which is good. They should be different. That was my argument back then, though, too. It was like, dude, don't be mad at me. Be mad at Blizzard for making 2 characters exactly the same. Like, really, at the end of the day, the rogue's just mad that a hunter can wear both. And carry 2-handers.
Also, just overall better since you're range.
Yeah, yeah. Now, that doesn't mean that rogues didn't murder you at PvP all the time.
Behind.
Oh man. hard ciders are getting to me.
Oh, light it up. You seen the commercial for the, I don't know if it's a Mike's Hard or one of them, where the guy's like, this is better than my grandma's lemonade. Have you seen this commercial
Oh,
yet?
I have not.
It's so great. The grandmas are so vindictive, it's hilarious. I think the first one I saw was like, she heard him and she walked outside and stabbed his tire with a knitting needle. It's just like, better than your grandma's lemonade, huh?
Wow.
I don't know if it was Mike's Hard or one of those like lemonade ones.
It's harder to see, at least for me, to see commercials anymore because I don't watch TV.
Oh yeah, I don't generally. I subbed to Hulu for 1 month just so I could catch up on playoffs.
Oh yeah.
And then I already canceled it, so it runs out in like a week or two. I was sick of trying to find streams to watch football. Like they get so shitty, and then they get taken down like a quarter way through.
So there's this free thing that my girlfriend uses called Pluto TV.
Yeah, I've used Pluto. It's built in on all the Rokus too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know if it has sports or not. That's the thing.
It does have a Young Turks channel though, so that's cool. I'm sorry.
And you can just watch them on YouTube.
Why would you though? Is the better question. Like, would you watch them on YouTube?
Nope.
Exactly. Like I wouldn't bother, so I'm not gonna do it in my living room. Which I could also just watch YouTube in my living room too. So I don't know.
Yeah, all of my consoles have just pretty much become my streaming media player.
Dude, I bought a Shield and I love that thing. Shield
A new
Pro?
one?
Yeah, the Shield Pro, the 2019 one, whatever. For the TV, that's my streaming box. I love it. And I can play Xbox Game Pass when you sideload Xbox Game Pass on it. I can play GeForce Now and Game Stream, all that. So instead of needing a Steam Link,
yeah,
I just hook up controllers and like we'll play Forza upstairs and shit. It's awesome.
That's pretty much what I kind of had assumed Stadia was going to be like, but
yeah,
it was even more restrictive.
The big thing for me for Stadia was the fact that the games don't like mesh into each other.
Yep. Or you own them.
Yeah. That was my thing. Was like, okay, yeah, Stadia is cool. I did my trials and stuff I had for it, and I liked it. But it just was one of those deals where like I have this game on Steam already. So I have to buy it again, and I can't play with my Steam friends, you know. But on the GeForce Now or Game Stream, whichever one you want to use, you can just link your Steam account and you can just play with your Steam friends. I'm like, yeah, why don't I just do that? Like, same with Ubisoft games and stuff.
I'm surprised they didn't just do a partnership with Steam, even though Steam, because Steam failed with their Steam Link.
Yeah, it sucked. But
they tried.
Yeah, it was really bad. Like even if you had a plugged-in backbone, the best like good stable I could ever get was like a good 720 if you wanted the graphics out of it. I love the concept. It was early on. It was so cheap at some points that like my friend got one and it costed. Well, it's Chuck. He got it, and it was more expensive to ship it than it was to purchase it 1 month. He got it for like $3.
I think I remember that deal.
Yeah.
There was also one that comboed with a controller, and I remember buying that one because I just wanted the controller.
How do you like the controller?
It's it's interesting, but
I like the idea.
It's not comfortable.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people have problems.
Yeah.
And the support was
like I tried playing Metal Gear with it, and it worked, but it just wasn't comfortable.
Like physically comfortable? Like it hurt your hand, kind of? Ergonomically?
No, it just felt off. Yeah, I guess ergonomically, it felt off. Because there weren't any real analog sticks, right? Like you're pushing on a pad.
Sure.
Oh,
Which I think makes sense for some computer games. I think they're trying to emulate a mouse, right? I'm in the camp of like, look, it's a controller or it's a keyboard. That's kind of how I feel on it.
Yes, it definitely felt like they were trying to go for a touchpad feel, but had they executed it like how the PS4 did it, I think that would have been better.
Or like in the middle, where it's just like a once in a while use thing.
Yeah, once in a while.
Yeah, that makes sense. Because the that thing on the PS4 wasn't like integral to every game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I knew them from time to time, but yeah.
That's what the Wii U
I would
screwed
not
up.
do that.
The Wii U screwed up and required the gamepad to be like part of everything.
Yep.
And I love my Wii U. I still have it. It's in garage now that I have a Switch. That's the thing. And like the gamepad would die all the time. It just didn't have battery life in general. It was big and it was a cool idea, but like
you've done nothing.
Yep. I'm trying to sell mine. That's my main one to actually turn into my dedicated Netflix player, just because having it on the controller was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was really nice. Oh, I could switch it and I could go sit on the toilet and play Mario Kart. Like, I think technologically it was cool, but now that the Switch is out, you kind of go, well,
yep.
Do I need this now? You know. Yeah. It's crazy how games change.
Have you gotten or going to get the PS5 or X? Yes, it did.
Yeah. It's not me, ladies. Probably you playing Valorant. Just saying. Only happens when you play Valorant.
She's actually getting DDoSed.
Look, I'm just saying. I don't know that it's Valorant, but it only these giant spikes only happen when somebody in the house is playing Valorant. That's all I know. That's it. I don't see them when nobody's playing Valorant. Doesn't mean they don't happen when nobody's playing Valorant. It just means that I don't see it happen when nobody's playing Valorant. I didn't say this was a scientific crusade. I'm just saying. it's a thing. And there's something very different about MMOs. Like, if you have a lag spike, you don't always even notice it in an MMO. It's much more forgiving, unless it's a really long one. You know?
I mean, have you seen rubber banding effects?
Yeah,
in this one?
Not very often though. It's pretty rare. The only time I've really seen a little bit of that is when these world PvP things get crazy. But you know how that goes. Like, you add, like, we're talking 100-something players within, like, a 1 kilometer kind of circle. It gets pretty bad. Because, like, you have a pretty big map, but, like, if everybody starts fighting around the middle, and you're around the middle, it's,
yeah. I kind of like how, like, Guild Wars, they improve that by, like, they're giving you the actually disable characters.
Yeah. No, Guild Wars is in a league of its own, honestly. Guild Wars is awesome.
Surprised they haven't made a 3 or...
Keep going at it without